How's it going, YouTube? This is Trainer JI, and today is the Monday weekend sales recap on a Tuesday. Yesterday was Christmas. Obviously, didn't process orders. Today, processed orders from the weekend. Nothing too crazy. Had one big sale to somebody I do business with on the regular that kind of put everything in line for the weekend. Otherwise, it would have been a really shallow weekend as far as sales, which it is what it is. It's Christmas. It's not really surprising. But total for this weekend was $1,866.10. That does not deduct taxes, fees, shipping costs, all that jazz. That's just the total gross amount for the big fat Pika and stack that follows in front of you. Again, wasn't bad overall, but I didn't run a sale. I'm gonna actually run a sale starting now, sometime late tonight, December 26th, 2023, until the new year. I'm actually gonna run a big long one here at the end of the year just to finish things off. I'm not gonna list anything new this week, so it's just kind of like get any inventory out that I already have listed, and anyone that's interested in anything probably get a pretty good deal. I'm either going to do 25% off or 30% off. I can't really decide what I want to do. I'm sure you guys are probably saying, oh, do 30% off. Haha. But not sure what I'm going to do there. I might do 30% off. I don't know. But yeah, going to do that and have that run through the week. So I just plan on kind of chilling this week, getting everything in order, getting prepped for the new year, getting any kind of last minute things finished up. Anything I need to do, like tax wise, as far as like any purchases I need to make for the end of the year. Like I'm probably gonna pick up some shipping supplies. Maybe I'll go into that kind of stuff down the line, but it's just one of those things where you always have to tell everybody to make sure you refer to a qualified accountant before you make any decisions on your own type thing. So it's like a disclaimer video. But yeah, I just a lot of kind of tying up loose ends, just kind of relaxing a little bit, spending some time with the family, and yeah, finishing up the year here, which is crazy because it just went by so fast. So again, total for this weekend was $1,866.10, and we won't have too many actual prices. I apologize, because the big bulk lot that I sold to someone I deal with on the regular, we come to the conclusion based on just literally we go back and forth based on what's available, what's sold, type thing. And so I'll give you the dollar amount, we'll go over the cards, and you can kind of come to a conclusion of what you thought some stuff sold for. So sorry for that. It's gonna be a little bit of a smaller, shorter video here this week. Just is what it is. I could have chose not to do the video at all, and then you would have no content. Not that you'd be too upset, because I'm sure you're enjoying your day after Christmas. Day after Christmas. But all right, first up we have, so I should probably go to the right page. All right, first up we have Surfing Pikachu VMAX, big old Pika from 25th anniversary, near mint, $4.99. We have Parasect growing shrooms on Psyduck, very rude of him. Moderately played, $5.99. This is probably like one of the most this is probably the most sold Parasect card ever. Like, people like buying this card simply because he's sporing Psyduck, so I find that amusing. We got Venomoth, Looking Straight Into Your Soul, moderately played, $3.99. $3.99. Next up, we have Charizard. Ignore the sticker. That was not what well, maybe I did pay that for these at one point. We'll do a little bit of a tangent here. Just real quick one. Something that I'm learning and trying to develop myself is restraint. I think with this modern stuff, I think modern's absolutely fantastic. However, it really just doesn't make sense that some of the prices are as high as they are out the gate. And a lot of this stuff over time will cool down. So if you want to jump and you want to try to be first to market, pick stuff up and get a premium for, your 10s or whatever you're grading, sure, like you go ahead and do that. You put the time in, you put the grind in. But for me, I'm trying to really show restraint, and most of this stuff will come down at some point eventually. I mean, what it's going to come down to, that's to be determined. But a lot of this modern stuff, as it cools off, as a year or two goes by, it's still readily available. It's still there. There's still singles. I mean, if we have base set singles, we're going to have a set from a year or two ago singles still available. Just show patience, restraint, and wait to pick some of this stuff up if you feel like you don't like the price. Don't feel like you're going to miss out, because there's so much opportunity in the hobby that as far as buying and selling, that if you miss out on one card, it's not the end of the world. You can't focus on the micro. You got to focus on the macro. So just a little side tangent there. Just patience and restraint, something I'm personally learning and trying to do better with when buying cards. I really don't buy a ton of modern compared to a lot of other people. I try to focus on old stuff, so I'm already doing all right in that aspect. But when I do buy modern, I'm trying not to FOMO and just pick a bunch up, at a price that I don't know if it's good or not, but I'm just gonna get them. I mean, there's certain times where there's certain things I will do that just because I know like the future's probably pretty bright for the card. But for the most part, again, little 2-minute tangent there, trying to show restraint and wait to pick some of this stuff up, because otherwise it just turns into a loss or a break even. So you didn't really do yourself any favors. You tied up money and didn't make anything with it. All right, near mint on this one though, $14.99. We have Blaziken VMAX near mint, $1.99. This is actually, for just a VMAX, this is a really good card. I really think this is a sick one. Blaziken has a lot of good cards. Pikachu, 25th anniversary near mint, $3.99. We have Zapdos from Fossil near mint. I would assume this thing, I mean, you got a little bit of hollow bleed. You can see the speckles going on. It's a really pretty card. $22.99 for the Zapdos. Scrolling down, we have Dragonite EX from Dragon Frontiers, PSA 8, $135.99. I love this card. I think it's so cool that Dragonite has a grass type. I don't know, it's just so sweet. Like, this card just looks so awesome. Like, I think maybe the Dragonite artwork could have been a little bit better. I think he's using like Twister or something, but overall, like, great card. I guess he kind of does look a little derpy in the eyes there, don't he? Looks like he's the lights are on but nobody's home type deal going on. But yeah, really nice card though. And then we have Tentacruel near mint, $14.99 with Dragonite coasting around the background. Same person bought this. I'd assume they're a Dragonite collector. I feel like if you're a Dragonite collector, you can't say you have them all unless you have this little cameo with Dragonite in the background. It's too bad that, man, imagine Dragonite got a Southern Islands card. Oof, that'd have been awesome. All right, next up we have this big bulk deal. I believe we agreed upon $1,500 for, it was about 19 cards. Again, this is somebody I deal with on the regular. I deal with pretty often. I have a good relationship with them. Excuse me. And so it's one of those things where I'll give them a little bit better of a deal than I would just listing or give somebody else. And I mean, if you want to take offense to that, that's fine. It really just doesn't bother me, but it's just part of business. Like, somebody that's going to deal with you consistently, you have a good relationship with, and somebody that's, consistently giving back to you, you kind of reciprocate, give back to them. And that's just how a good business partnership, or I wouldn't say partnership, but business relationship goes. So again, $1,500 for the cards you're going to see, the 19 cards. They're all 10s, so I'm not going to say PSA 10, but some nice stuff here. This one, super old, actually. This one was in the collection for a while, as you can see by the two-cert. I would have bought this years ago, and I don't know what I would have paid for it, but I guarantee it wasn't much just because of how long ago it was. But we have Piplup here, Fan Club, PSA 10 with the nice swirl, beautiful card. We have Turtwig, also Fan Club, PSA 10. I said I wasn't going to say PSA 10, just did. Chimchar, also Fan Club. Nice, beautiful set there. Definitely not sequential, but I think they would have rather them been sequential. They picked up my random copy of Piplup that I had, but that's how they were sent in. I guess I should start being a little more conscious of sending stuff in and maybe doing some more sequential stuff. But we've got Glaceon Level X, PSA 10. Said I was going to say PSA 10 for the second time. Also did say PSA 10. But I love this card. I think I pulled a 9 of this to put in my collection a while back because there was like a perfect swirl where the wind was blowing out from his mouth. I just thought it was too cool not to keep. So, but beautiful card. Absolutely love that one on the Leafeon. Mischievous, Neo 3. Beautiful sparkle foiling on this one. Sabrina's Alakazam. This one typically goes for a little bit more than the regular gym version. This is the one with no rarity symbol from the Yamabuki City gym deck. Again, this one typically sells for a little bit more than the regular version, at least the way they're listed. That's how it is. Some people try to argue with you it's not worth more, but I think pop is a lot less, and I mean, it comes from a deck, and maybe it's easier to get, but now, like, as far as buying a brand new deck and trying to open and grade it is probably a lot tougher than getting a booster pack that you get a holo in. And if you hear yelling, it's my son, and he is yelling at his grandma right now. Well, not yelling at her, but he's saying something to her. I'm not exactly sure. We got Krabby, vending series. He's holding a beach ball. How he's not popping it. It's precise control. Precise control of the pincer. He's got this. He's got it. Awesome artwork by Kazuki. Great card. Vending's so cheap right now. Vending was super cheap for the longest time. Went up in price. I think people felt like they spent too much on them, and now their vending's back down in price. And I mean, I don't know why it came back down, because they're super tough to grade. I mean, you want to talk about buying old back stuff and not getting mint stuff in. I mean, that is a perfect example. But we got the Kuchiba City Gym deck, Raichu, Lieutenant Surges. This one is also no rarity. That's how, whenever you're trying to figure out where your gym card's from, I don't know how to, you have to use mental telepathy to figure out if it's Gym 1 or Gym 2, because there's no way to do it other than just knowing, at least to my knowledge. But if you want to know if it's from a deck or if it's from the actual set, no rarity. No rarity is a deck. Rarity symbol is from the set. Got your tried and true Squirtle base set PSA 10. Have one of these in my collection, as well as the War Turtle and the Blastoise in 10. Just one of those things I had to do. We have Gengar EX, Spill Power Style EX. This is an EX with the matte finish, so it's not glossy because it's from the deck. Or the Jelly Bean Gengar, paired with the other Jelly Bean versions from that set. What was it? Phantom Gate is Japanese. I don't know. Ponyta, another vending card, PSA 10. Again, for what I sold this for, dirt cheap. Dirt cheap, but that's what they're listed for. It's one of those things where if you want to invest, I mean, this would be like, well, I can't say that because I'm not going to advise you on what to invest on, but vending is so cheap in 10 right now for as tough as it is to grade. It's not like it's a bad set either. I mean, vending is fantastic. The whole thing is fantastic. But for what the pop is and what the prices are on this stuff, I mean, it's in my opinion, dirt cheap. My personal opinion. One of my cards that was in my collection at one point, it wasn't really anything I picked up intentionally, but I opened a lot of Sky Legend back in 2019 when this set came out, and graded a copy for the collection. And yeah, this is actually a really nice card. I mean, it's really just kind of simple, sweet, Jesse and James, and, you know, just a nice card. This one had been up for sale for the longest time. I had listed it pretty high. We kind of came to a agreement on price. This one I do know, I think we agreed at like $350 to $400 in that range. So I know a lot of you guys are probably disappointed this week that you're not getting as many prices, but I mean, it just, again, I can't tell you exactly what some of these prices are on these cards because it's just not how it worked. But we got the Suicune Legend Perfect set. This is going to turn into a longer video than normal, and it shouldn't. Especially since I need to get to the post office here in the next 25 minutes, and I got to package these up, so that'll be fun. We got Shaman from the Level X Collection Pack 10. Man, that's a beautiful foiling. Kind of a slept-on little, like, subset type thing. We got the Vaporeon SP Gym promo. Back in SP, they did a Eevee with a theme of like what it was going to evolve into, and then Evolution. Of all of them, I believe, at this point. I think all of them have had one from one of the gym sets. I think I'm actually going to do a binder thing of that, so stay tuned for that at some point in the next however many years or whenever that ends up happening. But I'm probably going to do a binder set of those just because I think it's super cool. I'm sure I could probably do it now. I probably have enough of the raw cards like in boxes somewhere, but check that out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go through SP promos, look for the gym ones. As soon as you see an Eevee, click on it. Look at the subsequent evolution that was paired with it for that gym pack release, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Another fan favorite, we got the Komiya Magikarp with the Poliwhirls waving in the background. I don't know if they're trying to catch him to eat him, or if they're saying no, don't do it, or what the issue is there. But Magikarp, he's flopping pretty high there. 2 meters, it says. Got Garchomp EX from the Korokoro Super Hot Startup Battle Release something Garchomp. That's what we got here. We got an XYP promo is what we got. We got Larvitar Expedition. It's funny, I had some of these forever, and then all of a sudden, in just like 2-3 weeks, I think they're all gone now. We got your boy Weezing, Expedition 10, beautiful artwork by Kusajima. He's mean mugging. That concludes that $1,500 deal. So what you saw from when I said it started to the end, that was $1,500. So you be the judge on what you think some of the stuff sold for. If you think I sold stuff too cheap, again, I do a little better deal for the person that I was dealing with there. We got Igglybuff here, Light Play, $3.99. Dragonite Fossil, beautiful card, excellent condition, $40.99. $40.99. Zapdos base set, excellent condition, $20.99. We have the Hitmonchan, not base set, but 20th anniversary edition. Beautiful swirl on this one. PSA 9, $24.99. A bunch of stuff. This person bought all the 25th like Pikas from the set, I think, like all the base ones. But we got Surfing Pika, near mint. All these are going to be near mint. Surfing Pika, $4.99. Flying Pika, $5.99. I don't know why Flying Pika sells for more. It just is what it is. We got Pikachu, just the base 25th, $3.99. The Jungle Reprint Full Art, $3.49. Still think this is like a slept on card. I think this will have some value down the road. I mean, there's a billion out there, but it's just a very good card. We got the 4-piece Pika McNugget, the V-Union set, all 4 cards. $19.99 for the set. And lastly, to finish this one off, nothing too climactic, we got Blaziken VMAX, near mint, $1.69. So yeah, that about does it for this. Again, total for this weekend was $1,866.10. Can't complain. I appreciate the person that, big time bought. So you realize $1,500. Now that doesn't, again, that doesn't deduct the fees and whatnot. So I mean, I guess it does actually. So it'd be like $366.10 I did over the weekend. So without that big sale. So it would that was a big one. That was a big one. But yeah, anyone that purchased, thank you. As always, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Your stuff will be shipped out today. I'm gonna make sure I get this done as soon as I get off here. Yeah, I hope you guys had a good Christmas. Again, I'll maybe do like a video or 2 this week, but I'm not going to do too much work. I'm going to run a sale, and then, the grind starts for the new year. So, hope everybody had a good Christmas again. Yeah, I'll see you again this week at some point, I think. But as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, or don't. But either way, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you.